finding light in the darkest moments. Once in a peaceful little town nestled between rolling hills, there lived an old woman named Grace. Everyone in the town adored her. She wasn't rich, she wasn't famous, but she had something rare, a quiet joy that never seemed to fade. No matter the weather, no matter the news, Grace always greeted everyone with a warm smile and kind words. People often came to her porch to sit and talk, not because she had answers to all of life's questions, but because somehow, talking to her made everything feel a little lighter. One autumn afternoon, a young man named Ethan stopped by. He had just lost his job, his relationship had ended, and he felt like the world was crashing in on him. "Miss Grace," he asked, his voice heavy with frustration, "how do you do it? You always seem so happy. Don't you ever feel broken? Don't you ever want to give up?" Grace smiled gently and nodded, "Oh, Ethan. More times than I can count. But come, sit. Let me tell you something." As the wind rustled through the golden leaves, she began her story. "When I was young, I had a husband, John. He was the love of my life. We had 2 little boys, a tiny house, and not much else. But we were happy. We had laughter, warm meals, and dreams. Then one winter, John got sick. We didn't have much money, and no matter what we tried, he didn't make it." Her voice trembled for a second, but her eyes remained soft and calm. "I thought I'd never smile again. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, reaching for someone who wasn't there anymore. I cried while washing dishes, folding laundry, even just looking out the window. Grief was my shadow." Ethan sat quietly, unsure of what to say. "Morning," she continued, "I heard my youngest boy laughing in the other room. Just laughing. And something inside me clicked. I realized I was still alive. My children still needed me. And even in my pain, there were moments of beauty trying to get through." Grace looked at Ethan kindly. "That's when I started a little ritual. Every morning, before I got out of bed, I asked myself, what's one thing I can be thankful for today? Some days it was just hot coffee. Other days, a call from a friend. A blooming flower. The warmth of the sun." "But what about the bad days?" Ethan asked. "The ones where everything just hurts?" "Oh, honey," she said with a chuckle, "there are still bad days. But I remind myself, this pain, too, will pass. Feel it, but don't let it drown you. I let the pain have its moment, and then I look around and say, okay, what else is here?" Ethan looked at her, really looked, and for the first time in a while, he felt like he could breathe. "Grace," he whispered, "how did you learn to be so strong?" She smiled, her eyes twinkling. "Strength isn't about never falling apart. It's about choosing, every day, to keep going. To find joy not in perfection but in presence. Happiness isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we build, one small choice at a time." That night, Ethan went home and started his own ritual. Just one thing, one small thing to be grateful for each morning. Over time, the fog in his heart began to lift. Life didn't suddenly become easy, but it became meaningful again. And word of Grace's wisdom spread across town. People began changing, little by little. They smiled more, complained less. They hugged longer. They looked for the good in the ordinary. And the town, once quiet and tired, slowly became a place filled with laughter, hope, and light. All because one woman chose joy and shared it. Message: happiness isn't found in what happens to us, it's found in how we choose to respond. Even in our darkest moments, there's always something worth holding on to. A warm hand. A morning breeze. A new beginning.